is all about my hair. Hair care, hair products, all that good jazz. This was really requested on some of my last videos and on my IG story, so I thought I would just go ahead and do a whole thing about my hair. And it also kind of worked out perfect timing because I just had my extensions done and my hairstylists were nice enough to let me film their process and what they're doing back there so that I could show you guys, because I have no idea, you know, like I can't see the back of my head, so whenever they're doing stuff, I'm kind of interested, like, what are you doing back there? So today's video is hair. I did ask you guys to send me questions on my Instagram, so I'm gonna answer a lot of those and then also just kind of get through the regular mumbo jumbo of what I use. So I guess let's just start with day-to-day care. I wash my hair once a week. I know a lot of people need to wash their hair more than that, but I have dry skin and dry hair, and if I wash my hair too much, it just makes it so dry and brittle and it causes breakage. So I really only wash my hair once a week. That's all I need. I know if you have oilier hair, obviously, you're gonna wanna wash your hair more than once a week. But unless I've got a shoot or I've done something crazy with my hair and I have to like wash it out, once a week is good for me. Second, let's talk about products, just day-to-day products. When I do wash my hair, I use these Cake Beauty products. This one is called the Posh Wash, totally to die for, sulfate-free swirl shampoo. And this is Cake Beauty's conditioner, which is called the Soft Serve. They are a cruelty-free and vegan brand that I found at Rite Aid here in Los Angeles, but this is a Canadian brand and they do have a website, so I will try to link some of that info down below if you want to try these. What I really like about them is obviously that they are cruelty-free and vegan, but also they smell really good. They smell like gingerbread, so I don't mind my head smelling like a cake. That's fine with me. But yeah, they smell really good and they work really well. A pro tip though for the wash is if you're not somebody who typically washes your hair twice, like it says on the back of shampoo bottles, like, you know, wash it once, rinse, and then wash it again. That is actually the best way to use this shampoo. I usually always wash it, rinse it out, wash it again, rinse it out, then do the conditioner. So these are my favorite. Yay! So my hair is also super board straight, naturally just straight as an arrow. And that does not bode well if you have sort of like fine straight hair. Volume can be an issue. So for a little help on the volume end of things, when I do wash my hair, I will brush it all the way out, and then I will use this Garnier Fructis Root Amp spray, and I just put it like in this area, just kind of like spray it around, and then I massage it in with my fingers and then kind of brush it out in the top, and then I will blow dry my hair. And this just like kind of gives it a little bit of extra lift in the roots, which really helps me since I do have that like kind of fine straight hair. If it's an in-between washes day and my hair is looking a little flat and just needs a little rejuvenation, I like the Big Sexy Hair dry shampoo. This one is one of my favorites. If you have black hair, it's just super hard to find a dry shampoo that doesn't leave like white speckles and white crusty stuff in your hair or make it look gray. This is my favorite one. If you guys have any recommendations for black hair ones, leave them down below. I've tried a bunch, but I just feel like this is the only one I've ever found that doesn't leave that residue in my black hair. And then I do use hairspray. I do back comb my hair sometimes, especially like I don't usually do it like the first couple of days that my hair is clean, but I will do it as the week progresses. I will sort of back comb my hair and put a little of this, what is this, Bedhead Masterpiece, and this is the Massive Shine hairspray, and it smells like watermelon. It smells really good. I'm a sucker, you will find out, for products that smell good or smell like candy or cake or anything like that. I hate using products that don't smell good. It just grosses me out. So, and hairspray is one of those ones where hairspray just smells like, argh. So, this one smells really good though. It does smell like a it smells like watermelon jelly ranchers kind of. And this is the hairspray that Dita Von Teese uses. I found this through her and I was like, well, if her hair can stay in that immaculate shape, maybe this one will give me some sort of life. So this is what I use when I wrap my hair up or back comb it. So one of the big questions that I got was, how do you keep your hair like healthy, no split ends and all of that when it's so long? So naturally my hair is 26 inches long. It is very long, but I do get extensions. Right now I have 30-inch extensions in. This is the longest I've ever had, and I just feel like you can't tell me anything, okay? But it is very difficult to keep your natural hair that long and looking healthy. I have very fine hair. My hair is not super thick, but it does grow really long. So my suggestions are the following for kind of trying to keep your hair healthy. Number one, don't overwash it. Just because, like I said, that can dry out your hair and cause breakage and all of that. So don't wash it too much. Two, don't use too many products. I really used to use so many products in my hair, like crazy amounts, and then I was just like feeling like I was just putting too much in it and I was probably just killing it, you know? So I try to keep it to a minimum, and also that does kind of help that I only wash my hair once a week, so I'm not like putting all of the stuff in every 2 days when I wash my hair. Also, to prevent breakage, I do sleep on like a silk pillowcase. It's not a real silk pillowcase, but it is a faux silk. I will try to link that down below for you if I can find the ones that I bought for my bed. But that actually helps with breakage on your hair, and it is also good for your skin. It kind of helps prevent wrinkles and stuff. So that is another thing that I do when I do wash my hair, and even on days I don't. Sometimes if it's looking a little frazzled on the ends, I just found this at Trader Joe's. It's the Shea Butter and Coconut Oil Hair Serum. They have tons of stuff like this at Sally's, or I'm sure you could find something similar on Amazon if you don't have Trader Joe's where you are. It's basically just coconut oil and shea butter. So I have used plain, just organic coconut oil in the ends as well, but I usually just will put a little bit of this in my hand and kind of run it through the ends, especially if I'm blow drying my hair, or on days I wash it I will really put some in the end of it just to keep those hydrated. I don't use a ton of hair tools, but the ones that I do use are all sort of from one collection. So a year before last, my boyfriend got me the Graveyard Girl Bellamy little hair set that came out. So the straightener I use is just the one from that Graveyard Girl collab, and it's a really good straightener as far as I'm concerned, but then again, like, I have really straight hair, so I don't have to use it too much. I really only straighten when I have to, like, maybe I had my hair up in a ponytail or something and I'm just kind of getting the kinks out of it. And then the blow dryer that I use is also from that Graveyard Bellamy collection. It looks like an alligator. Oh my god, it's so cute, I can't. Anyways, but this is what I use. And when I dry my hair, I do blow dry it, but I have actually in recent years stopped blow drying all of my hair, and I will just blow dry sort of like the top and front and let the rest of it air dry, just to cut down on heat damage. And once it is completely dry, then I can kind of either go over it a little bit with a straightener, or most of the time I don't even have to because my hair is so straight, but I try to just cut down on using the heat on all of my hair. So I will do it just around the front and on the top of my head to where that hair like lays correctly and doesn't look like a hot mess. And then I do have like the little wave wand, the little curling wand that goes with that collection also. That is how I get these type of like waves. And really all I do is like take a section, I just wrap it around like this and hold the end and then let it go, and it kind of just gives that like beachy type of wave. So the brush I use is one of these type of brushes. I love this brush. I also rat my hair with this brush and it's kind of amazing. This one I got, oh gosh, I got it online. I'll try to link it below. I know that I just bought my boyfriend one on Amazon recently because he loves this brush so much. But this is just an awesome brush. I don't know, like the way that the bristles are, they're like really kind of close together, and so it really gets all the like knots out. And if you have 3 feet of hair, you really have to work to get the knots out sometimes. But I love this brush and I've had it for couple years and it has Hasn't failed me yet. And also it just works really well, like ratting your hair. I don't know, it's magic, but I will link it down below. When I have to really get in there and rat, or I'm like really like fluffing up and ratting kind of like the front like bang area, I will use this. It's kind of like one of these type of ones. You can get these at CVS or Walgreens or Walmart or whatever. I've had a million of these, but these are really good for like tight back combing, and like I said, to kind of get in your bang area. This one's really good for that. Plus I do use the little rat end tail, and when I wash my hair I will kind of go like that to make my part straight. So it's kind of good for both of those things. Okay, and for breakage also, this is kind of handy. I know it's kind of 90s and outdated, but I use scrunchies. I do not use rubber bands in my hair. I find that rubber bands, one, they crease your hair really bad, and two, they can pull your hair out a lot. Even the ones that don't have the little metal piece on them, they still like, they just wind my hair around it because it's so long, and I end up getting breakage from that. So I will use like thick ones like this, like a little bit thicker, or I just use like old school scrunchies. I have a million scrunchies and they are the bomb. Also, if you're gonna do like big old Dracula buns or anything like that, I find that scrunchies are just the best. Like they make them stand up taller and hold it a little bit tighter. So okay, so let's talk about dyeing my hair. I get a lot of questions about, do I dye my hair? What hair dye do I use? How often do I dye it? What's my natural hair color? All of those things. I dye my hair about every 4 or 5 months. My hair is it's like a natural black. It's very dark. So I really don't have to dye it too much. The difference between the color I dye it and my natural hair is not like, oh my god, you know, like I don't look like a skunk or anything like that. I usually do it myself once in a blue moon if I'm going to get my hair done, like my extensions changed out. Sometimes they will dye it for me while I'm there, but this is the hair dye I use. It is the Arctic Fox Transylvania, which is, hello, how goth is that, color, and it is cruelty free, it is vegan, and it smells kind of like, what does it smell like? It smells like grape candy. So yeah, usually I do this at home. I just have like one of those little bowls and like a little hair brush thing, like the little, like, it looks like a paintbrush, but it's for your hair. I just use that. I kind of dye it myself, and like I said, the upkeep on my color is not too crazy because it's not too different from what I have naturally, but I do like it to be just that super crisp black. So cutting my hair, I don't really cut my hair that often. It's just so long, and if I do need to cut it, I like put it on either side, then I'm like, okay, clock, you know, like I just kind of trim it myself. I usually do end up trimming it myself, and you know, I'll keep some like little layers around my face. The big problem for a lot of people, including me, I think, with having such long hair is just you don't want it to be so heavy. Like my hair is heavy, it is long, so you don't want to have like that heavy, flat, just like drab hair. You want it to be like, hey, big and fabulous, and also long. And the kind of the best way to do that is to get the crown of your head cut shorter than the rest of your hair. It's not really like layering your hair, it's just doing the crown of your hair. If you'll notice this, like the crown parts of my hair are a lot shorter than like the rest of my hair. And I do that because when you cut the crown a little bit shorter, then when you're like kind of back combing or doing volume, that hair is not as heavy, so it will sit up higher. Whereas the other parts of your hair that are super long, they're going to be heavier, they're going to pull down a little bit harder, and you're not going to get that volume. So next up is extensions. Let's talk about extensions. I'm the queen of extensions. I love extensions. I want to look like a big goth Muppet. I want that long Morticia hair. I want those fantasy inches, okay? So a lot of you asked about clip-in extensions. If you don't really want to commit to getting bonded extensions or sewn-in extensions or whatever, then clip-in extensions is obviously kind of your best bet. So I've had a lot of different clip-in and weft extensions over the years, and to be honest, it's hard because if you have really long hair, first of all, they don't really cater to that at like Sally's. So you kind of have to go through a more legitimate professional kind of hair extension company or hair store or whatever. I have gotten lucky and gone to places in downtown LA and, you know, found extensions that were 26 inches or this or that were pretty decent. But plain and simple is the cheaper ones you end up having to buy like over and over again because they wrap very quickly. Like they just kind of like they'll tangle around each other, and they don't take to heat over and over and over again, and washing them dries them out, and they're just, you know, cheaper ones. You're kind of getting what you pay for, and sometimes if that's all you can afford, hey girl, you make it work. I've done it, I've been there. I've definitely made some cheap extensions work for their life. But I will say that recently I got some clip-in extensions from Zala, and I like searched high and low on the internet because I was like, who makes like 27 to 30 inch clip-in extensions? Like, I need to know. These are the extensions that I got from Zala, and I'm just gonna be real with you guys. They're a little more expensive. They're gonna be, you know, 300 bucks or something like that. But the thing is they will last so much longer, and they're just, the quality is so much better. A lot of the cheaper extensions, they get really thin towards the ends, and they're kind of like, you get that like Joe Dierte sort of mullet, but it's thinning at the end. It's not cute. These extensions from Zala though are they're thick. They are so thick, like all the way through to the ends, and they're super impactful. You can wash them. These are the best clip-in extensions I've ever had. Just plain and simple. They're the best. They're comfortable. The clips are on this like kind of lace band, so they're more comfortable against your head, and they're just thicker like all the way to the ends. So as much as I understand, you know, like hair extensions is a luxury item, you know, like you're not living off of your hair extensions. You have more important things to buy with your money. But if you want to make an investment in your hair and have those extensions last a long time, to be honest, like you can buy cheap extensions over and over and over and over again, and for as much as you have to replace them, you're pretty much going to spend the same or more than you would just kind of spending a decent amount on a really quality set of extensions. So that's just sort of the tea on that. Zala was nice enough to give me a coupon code for you guys. If you want to use it, please use it and get yourself a little bit of money off and try them out for yourself. I really think that you'll be impressed. I was super impressed, and trust me, I am so picky about hair extensions, and if they had been like I would have just been like, they're So 100 hands down the best clip-in extensions that I've ever used in my life. Okay, so a lot of the time I just have my hair with bonded extensions. For me, it is just easier. I don't have to take them in and out, although some people really like that, and I understand, you know, like wanting to be able to take them out, wash your hair, touch your scalp, really brush through all of that. I understand some people are a little bit more finicky about having something bonded into their hair. I have had weft extensions glued in. I've had weft extensions sewn in. I have had keratin bonded extensions. I've had it all. So I really feel like these I-tip extensions with the metal bead, I love them because they really do keep your hair healthy while you have extensions, because there's no glue, and really it's just basically like, here's the extension, and they take, you know, a little tuft of your hair, they put them together, they put a metal bead around, and they just squish that bead to hold it. There's no glue. I actually just had my hair done a few days ago, and my hair guys were sweet enough to actually let me film them doing it so I could really show you guys up close and personal like what they're doing and what it looks like. For me, these are the cat's pajamas. These are the best extensions for a bonded extension that you don't have to take in and out. They keep my hair pretty healthy. I can wash and dry my hair with them. They're just like having, you know, you can do everything you would normally do with your hair, wash, dry, blah, blah. So for me, that is the best. DeMarco Hair, who does my hair, If you guys are in the LA area or the Long Beach area, they're actually in Long Beach. They are the sweetest guys. It's a husband and husband team that own a hair salon. Like, they're so sweet. They provide the hair. All you have to do is sort of make an appointment, tell them what you want. They do cut, they do color, they do all. So for those bonded extensions, you guys, they do cost a little bit more, but they also can last you like 5 or 6 months of just super easy wear, where you can just go about your life, wash and dry it, blah, 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 don't mess with nothing. So to me, that is worth it. I can't really tell you a price because it really ranges. The price ranges on how long the hair that you're getting is, if you're doing just like half a head of extensions, if you're just doing some pieces in the front, or you're doing just colors, like if you just wanted some like pops of red in your hair or something, you know, like that's going to cost dramatically less than getting a full head of extensions. So my advice would be just to reach out to them. So this is their information. I would just get in touch with them and ask them, you know, say, hey, I want this long of an extension with this color, or I just want some pops of color with extension, or whatever, you know, your case is, and just see what they have to say. Don't forget to say like, hey, you know, like I found you through Harper and blah, blah, blah. I know that they're always so generous with people that I have sent their way and have given them a really good deal. But you know, hair extensions, like I said, the good ones are going to be a little bit more pricey. I don't make any money off of referrals or anything from them. I just truly genuinely like want people to go to them. My mom comes all the way to LA to get her extensions done from them. I've had friends go to them, you name it. Like, I just really love them too. They're really sweet, funny guys. So anyways, I hope that I answered a lot of you guys' questions. I tried to get to as many as I possibly could. I will do a tutorial if you guys are interested on like exactly how I like tease my hair to make it big. I would also be willing to do some of, I mean, I really do the same kind of things with my hair most of the time, but if you wanted me to do like a Dracula buns kind of tutorial or whatever, just talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you would like to see, and I will definitely provide some kind of more in-depth looks at how I achieve certain things with my hair. I thought it might be too long to try to fit all of that into this video, but hopefully I got the majority of information out there. Any of the products that I can find online, I will list for you down in the description box. I will also list the information for the extensions and my discount codes and all of that kind of stuff, any additional information like that down there, so that if you guys want, you can use it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for suggesting videos to me. It really helps me kind of know what you guys want to see and kind of put those into action. Any interaction with me on my Instagram, which is at Harper Leigh Hollywood, if you don't follow me there. Those suggestions on Instagram and kind of you submitting questions and all of that stuff helps me kind of get all the information that you guys are hoping to see into the videos. If you haven't gotten a chance yet, please subscribe to my channel and stay up to date. And please leave me a comment down there in the comments. I'd love to say hi and kind of hear what your guys' thoughts are, and if you have any input or products or any of that kind of stuff that you like, that you want to tell me about, I am all ears. I always like to try new things as well. And I have seen a lot of your comments on past videos and on my IG, and trust me, I am working on those makeup videos for you guys. Those are coming up shortly. I also have a dry skincare routine coming out and all of that kind of stuff. So I really do pay attention to all the comments and suggestions, so those are really appreciated. I guess I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you again so much for watching. I feel like a real YouTuber. Like, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.